Oh, didn't see it there. It's Thomas Edward, that's me, that is, and I've come to a bit of a local landmark of Grange-Over-Sands from the yesterday year, and it might not look like the yesterday year, but it does go back quite a long time. Now, at the moment, this building behind me, this fine building with all garage doors on and glass windows, is used temporarily for an Age UK charity shop. Apparently they've raised over £300,000 for Age UK since they've been here, I think about 4 years. And they've actually, if you read on the door there, we are moving to a new shop, what's just behind camera at Station Yard, near the Station Garage. And they've got an old goods shed there. That might be a future video because it's been a railway in there. History there, but we're going to talk about this building today and this land what we stood on. Now this place here, before it was Age UK, for a very long time used to be Bateman's Toyota garage. This should be 4 Toyotas in here, all in here. There's a wash bay there and garages. I think old owner of one of our houses actually worked as a mechanic in there, and he said he was fed up with just changing spark plugs and oil because Japanese stuff doesn't break. So they've been all in here, all cars, but this has always been a garage since, I think the furthest postcard I can get back is 1937, and I think it used to be called Just's Corner Garage, and that's what it was known as. And the main street what starts here from where Windermere Road comes in, this little roundabout, and goes right up to Plaster Cock Tower and round up there near the old Sam's pub, what's now the Keg and is it Keg and Kitchen. This main street has many different names, and one of them in the older generation is what this used to be called as Just Corner. People know this up the main street as that because of this place here. Now, this didn't always used to be here. If you go back long time ago, late 1800s, 1886, when the Grange Hotel behind us was built, this kind of was here, but it was only like a little house here, but this wasn't here. This sort of came a bit later date, this building, and it is an old building. I think it's the actual same building as the furthest photo I can get back is 37. Now, but the housing estate behind us was a tennis court for the Grange Hotel, and I think it was part of the gardens as well. So it's changed a lot on this corner, you know, since these little bungalows have gone in. It used to be all sort of grassland and a tennis court and lots of little paths you can walk around when you come and stay at Grange Hotel. And you know, yesterday in the old times of Grange-Over-Sands. So, but the main importance of this video, why I'm filming it, and it's going to be part 1, is this very fine building here. I don't know if if the building's going to stay or get torn down, but what's happening with it is that there's going to be a Spar Garage. Now, in the modern world where all the electric cars are coming in, they're actually going to build a garage. So I don't know, would that be one of the last new garages in our local area that will be built before we get electric charging garages? But this is going to be a Spar Garage with fuel pumps and stuff. So I don't know if they're going to keep this original building or they're going to knock it down and build a whole new forecourt, you know, on here. I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to try and document it. So in part 2, there might be some activity of them either knocking it down or refurbing it, or whatever they're going to do for the Spar, and so we can show you what's happening. A bit like live news, but with TE, Thomas Edward. And I should say who owns this place. Bateman's used to own it, Toyota. And then they sold the land off to Booze on it, because the original idea we were going to get a little booze supermarket on here. and then Boo's actually selling it to Spar. They're going to build a garage, and Boo's for the last 4 years have been sort of renting it out, leaseholding it to Age UK, and they always knew it wasn't a permanent place, but for the 4 years they've done well, and now they've got a new place at near Station Garage, or Station Yard I should say. Now it's all on the back here, there's all the old garages in there. I've been to that door many times dropping off stuff, donations, and when you get your donations off them, you look in the back and it's all like still set out like an old garage. I think it's still got pits in it, and you can see where the ramps have been, 2-poster ramps and 4-poster ramps. Now there is, I think someone else has got a little garage on the back that was nothing to do with Age UK. I remember being around the back and there's doing something around there. But on old photos, and we might go and have a look and show you where it roughly was. On old photos, even the 1937 photo, and going back, because I've been looking on the maps, and on the maps going back to the early 1900s, maybe late 1800s, there's always been a building on here, but nothing as big as this. There's always been like a little house, and this little house was around the other side. So on about this sort of location here, used to be a little white house, and there is a photo online of, you can't quite see the house, but there's people stood on a wall here, and Windermere Road flooded, and Windermere Road's quite an iconic place of flooding, but they have sorted it in recent years. And there's some guys in like a little rowing boat, and people stood on the wall here, and this little white house is here. And then there's another photo looking down from Grange Hotel of when the garage there in 37, that photo I keep going on about, and you can see the back of the little house. And when I was looking for old maps, right back to early 1900s, this little house has always been here. And then eventually they built this next to it. The house must have been the garage owners, and the garage, and on it went. But I don't know when the little house disappeared. I don't know when that went. But there was a little house here. So if you've enjoyed today's video, part 1 of the Spar development in Grange-Over-Sands in the old Age UK, what used to be Bateman's Toyota, and always a garage going way, way back. Make sure to give us a like and a comment and a subscribe. And I've got a Patreon link if you want to support what I do, but if you don't, just do a subscribe, and that will do for me, and watch me videos. I'm happy with that and I appreciate it, and remember to click that big bell. Ding!